room. Welcome to the Norman Rotary Club meeting on this lovely Thursday, July 10th. Please join me for a moment of silence, and then we'll have Phil Cotton do the pledge and four-way test. Okay, Phil, please come up.
Please join me in the flag salute. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, please join me in the four-way test of things we think, say, and do.
Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
You may be seated. Normally at this time we would go around the room and introduce our guests, and with the amount of guests we both brought today and the guests of other Rotarians that came, we are just going to do a large welcome, and please welcome all the visiting Rotarians and guests at once from our club, from Norman Rotary. Thank you for joining us today. Okay. With that, we're going to move on to the recognition of the 24-25 Board of Directors. I'm going to call my board up here and give you your gifts. I really want to say thank you so much. I'm going to address you in a speech in a few minutes. But I really could not have done this without the support of you throughout the year, and this is a small token of my appreciation for everything that you've done. So please hold applause so that everyone's been up here and gotten their gift, and then I will also recognize a few special guests, or a few special people. So James Swain, Rob Andrew, Stephen Coranda, Steve Wood. When you come up, please stay up here. Michael Stinnett, Joan Harrison, Joe Foote, Alice McCrew, Kurt Lee, Randy Woods, Dan Shim, Deanna Kelly, Shauna Stinnett, Dan Barney, Pam Andrews, Hank Hartzell, Phil Cotton, Bill Bloom. Did not call Liz McKown up here on purpose. I'm going to recognize her in a few minutes. Come on up if you want for a picture, though. Let me give you your gift real quick. Everybody scoot in like we like each other. Please. Yeah, get in there, Coranda. Coranda. All right. Can't lose that. No, can't. It's a special gift. Thank you.
I know, I do it every time too.
I know. I have a few more people I need to recognize as well. Can I please have Rick McKinney come up here? I got Rick a little gift. He does not serve on the board, but he does so many things behind the scenes and works very hard and very diligently on the Student of the Month, which takes a lot of time and a lot of effort, but he also coordinates our meals every single week. We change numbers, we change the amounts, he makes sure we have delicious food, we make sure we get payments done, and Rick takes care of all of that, and so I wanted to give him a special award too, so thank you so much. Can I please have Jamie Swain come to the front? Shouldn't have sat in the back, you don't want your exercise today. It's not. So for my dear friend Jamie, I'm getting there. I said my speech was gonna be fast, because I hadn't had time to like breathe in between. When did you join? October? She joined in August. She joined in August of last year, and she got on the board in November. And we made her president nominee in January, and she went to Pets in February, and she got on the Tourism board, and she's running sponsorships and doing all the things, and I just think that's incredible. Even though she's my best friend and she's known about Rotary a really long time, I think that's incredible for a person to have jumped in and gotten their feet, whole body wet, as soon as they jumped in the deep end. And I want to recognize her for all that she's done as well, so thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. For those of you I haven't had the pleasure of meeting yet, which I hope in this case, for anyone in this room, that's not the case. Let me start by introducing myself one last time as your president. I'm Liz Barfield, originally from Albany, Georgia, a lifelong Georgia Bulldog fan. Proud dog mom to Fred and Charlie, and I've been married to Matt for 13 years and together for 21. In addition to running 2 small businesses here in Norman, LGB Consulting and Better Bites by Liz B, I've spent the past year serving in one of the most rewarding roles of my life, president of the Norman Rotary Club. As I stand here to wrap up my incredible year, I want to begin with 2 simple words. Thank you. To the members of this club, thank you for choosing me to serve as your president. I still can't quite believe it. Being asked to lead this group of generous, driven, and service-minded people has been one of my greatest honors of my life. There were so many things I wanted to accomplish this year, and while I didn't check every single item off that list, I am extremely proud of what we did achieve this year. I'm proud of the renewed energy in the room every week. I'm proud of the continued commitment to service above self, and I'm absolutely thrilled to celebrate 17 new members. That we all have welcomed into our Rotary family. That's not a small thing. That's a reflection of who we are and the kind of club others want to be a part of. So please, everyone, pat yourselves on the back because we did this together. When I accepted this role, I shared my Rotary journey, the people who mentored me, the lessons I've learned, and the stories of the coffee bean. Coffee bean. That's very special. remember, the coffee bean that doesn't just survive in adversity, but transforms the environment around it. That's why that's what I asked us to be this year. And over again, you showed up and proved we are the coffee bean. We saw the magic of Rotary in action, in the projects, in the people, and in the powerful ripple effect of our small acts done with big hearts. We also set 5 focus areas for our specific club at the beginning of the year, and I'm proud to report on the progress we made. 1, membership and attendance. 17 new members and strong weekly energy and engagement, check. 2, Rotary Foundation, raised over $22,000. We raised $23,454 and still counting, check. Bigger impact with service projects. We completed more than 11 service projects, from literacy to community cleanups and everything in between, check. 4, growing connections. Stronger ties with each other and with our other local clubs. The Rotary Family Multi-Club Picnic in May was a huge success, check. 5, recognition and credit. Media coverage, online presence, and recognition for members' efforts, check. Now for the Rotary International Goals 24-25 recap. 20 goals, big results. Let's celebrate what we did together. We met 19 of our 20 ambitious goals for this year. Please see the handouts. Please see the handouts on your table for those specific goals. These aren't just boxes checked. They represent effort, intention, and action. Thank you to everyone who helped make this happen. To my board, thank you for your support, your leadership, and your belief in the work that we set out to do. I could not have done this without you. To my dear friend and colleague, Liz McKown. Words can't fully capture my gratitude. Your support this year was nothing short of extraordinary. I could not have and truly would not have wanted to do this without you. You stood by me with strength, wisdom, and unwavering kindness. You exceeded my every expectation that I had, and I am deeply, genuinely grateful for the friendship we've built over the past few years, but especially this year. I am so proud to pass the gavel to you. You were ready, you were capable, and you are going to be amazing. I'll be there every step of the way, not just as past president, but also as your friend, your cheerleader, and your most loyal supporter. As we look ahead, Rotary International's new theme, Unite for Good, is a perfect continuation of the energy and magic we've cultivated this year. I know that under Liz's leadership, this club will rise even higher and continue doing good together. So here's to the next chapter, to continued service, to lasting friendships, to making a difference, one act of kindness at a time, to the magic of Rotary, and now to uniting for good. Let's keep being the coffee bean. Thank you. Don't kick me out.
No, you better be there. I just can't say thank you enough for all that you have done for this club. I think let's give her another round of applause. Yeah. This is what we're giving her as recognition of her service this year as president. So thank you so much. Not official yet.
Oh, right.
We'll do that later. Okay.
The gavel. As I close out my time as president, I want to say how proud I am of all that we've accomplished together and how hopeful I am about the future of this club. Rotary is not about one person. It's about the spirit of service that we all share and the way we lift each other up year after year. And today, I could not be more confident in passing this gavel to someone who embodies the spirit so well. Liz, you bring energy, vision, and heart to everything you do, and I know you will lead us into another remarkable year. So now, it's my honor to invite you up here so that I can officially swear you in as the next president of this club. Let's do it. We do that next. Ron, I'm messing this up, I'm sorry. I've tried really hard not messing you. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. After I say aye. What? Go slow. Yeah, it's hard. You want to cheat?
Maybe.
Okay. Ron's had a lot of practice at this. This is my first time, everyone. After I say aye, please state your name, not my name. Okay. I
Liz McKown,
do solemnly pledge that I will faithfully, I can't say it, it's hard. See, this is what happens, everyone. Practice everything else. I got this. Start over. Do over. Start the recordings over. Let's try this again.
All right.
I,
Liz McKown,
do solemnly pledge that I will faithfully discharge
do solemnly pledge that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of President of the Norman Rotary Club to the best of my ability.
the duties of the president of the Norman Rotary Club to the best of my ability.
That I will conduct the affairs of this office with integrity and a business-like manner.
That I will conduct the affairs of this office with integrity and a business-like manner.
And that I will support and cooperate with the District Governor, Michael Ridgway,
That I will support and cooperate with the District Governor, Michael Ridgway,
and the Rotary International President, Francisco,
and the Rotary International President, Francisco.
and that I will uphold the Constitution, bylaws, and the objectives of Rotary in all that I do.
And that I will uphold the Constitution, bylaws, and objectives of Rotary in all that I do.
You're sworn in.
Oh, that's it.
I'm supposed to say a few more words. Liz, you've been elected to the office of President of the Norman Rotary Club and by its members, and as an expression of their confidence in your leadership, I now have the pleasure of presenting you the gavel. Gavel as symbol of your office. So, I forgot to actually officially hand you the gavel.
Okay.
I think
got
they
it.
forgot that last year too, so,
That's okay.
yeah, now you have to ring the bells instead of me.
Okay. We'll do that.
Am I dismissed? Okay, you sure? Okay, bye.
Okay, so they didn't get a lectern for me, and I'm really short, so just, yeah. It's on order, so I'm just gonna, like, sit on my have to be toes to talk to you. So, yeah. We'll do it. While we're getting the slideshow ready, we will switch the flag. Oh, I'm sorry, this is supposed to be more formal. We're not doing that very well. So, I'm just gonna, before I jump into what I have to say, thought I would share with you a little bit of our experience in Calgary. It was a fantastic convention. I had not been to one before. And it was great. As you'll see, we had a lot of fun, learned a lot, very inspiring, came back home with a lot of ideas that I hope to share with you. Okay, so that's not even a good representation of the 16,000 people that were in attendance at the convention. That's a very...
Thank you. Anybody else OCD like me?
I didn't see it. Okay, so which one do I put here? There we go. But got a little ahead of myself there. But before I experienced Calgary, Robin Castleberry and I experienced Banff National Park, which was also gorgeous, and if you ever have the chance to go, do. What you're looking at right now is Mirror Lake and Lake Agnes, and that is us at the top of a 2-hour hike to the top, which wasn't even really the top. That was a lot of effort, but a lot of fun. We made it, and we celebrated at the Lake Agnes Tea House. It was very cold at the top, if you can't tell. We made our first stop in Canmore, which is outside of Banff National Park, and this is Rotary Park of Canmore. It was also very cool to be in the vicinity of Calgary and have all these Rotarian shirts pop up. Sometimes it was an opportunity to speak to people, other times it was in passing and I couldn't have a conversation, like on the trail when I was panting really hard. But I was really proud to see Rotary everywhere, and this is just one example in the park. And it's kind of cut off, but there were actually people in the park using it, which is great. Oh, yes, that is more. That is Lake Louise in the background, the big picture, and around Banff and the others. And you know what everybody wants to do when you go to Banff National Park to see wildlife. We made a very concerted effort to try to find them. We did a wildlife tour, saw some elk, saw some bighorn sheep, but the big reward was this mama bear and her 2 cubs. She is a black bear, but she's cinnamon colored, and she has a cinnamon colored cub and a black cub. And they were just there. It was awesome. Highlight of probably that part of the trip. And then we get to Calgary. This is opening the Grandstand Spectacular, kicking off the convention. You'll see Liz made it into the slideshow a lot. Liz is great at selfies. I am not, so thanks to Liz, we have pictures. It's a great event, lots of strange rodeo things that I've never seen before, a lot of chaos, but it was nice. And we had a great fireworks show and a great drone show, which the pictures do not do justice. It was very hard to capture the Rotary and the magic of Rotary in pictures. In that picture on the bottom left, above that are Jim and Patty's week. They just got cut off, and so I thought I would mention that. Okay, so this is first general session. This was Monday morning. This was opening session Sunday. Everybody I knew had tickets to the morning session. So these are Liz's pictures. We heard from the director of the World Health Organization. We heard from Bill Gates. It was an interesting and great opening. In between the two, because I had tickets to the afternoon session, they served how many pancakes for polio? Anyone remember? It was a lot. So just a little nod back to what we do at Norman High, serving pancakes. And this is what I did when everybody else was at the opening session first round. I went to the Calgary Zoo, and this was my favorite animal there. So the polar bear was really cute. It's like it was just talking to the little kids as it's going by. It's very sweet. I'm sure he wanted to eat them, but nothing I can say about it. So this is another event. I promise that we did learn things and we did go to the sessions. It just looks like we had a lot of fun, but we did. And so that's part of it, getting to be with other Rotarians, getting to meet new people, and just having fun while celebrating the magic of Rotary. That is Rock the Nation, one of the signature events, and it was a really great band that gave us a retrospective of Canadian music. A lot of fun. That is the Monday morning opening session, general session, and we had a DJ kick us off. Very entertaining way to start your day. And then you can also sing Mamma Mia with 16,000 of your new closest friends. Gina Davis was one of our featured speakers, and she had an amazing talk about the portrayal of women in media. We have a long way to go, but we're getting there. See, we really did meet new people. Liz has an uncanny knack for meeting like the big wigs. So this is our new president, and okay, so the picture on the right, left, whichever, the big one of me, and Elizabeth is also her name. And we met at a session. She is from Kenya, and they also have literacy as their featured focus group, or focus area, and we may try to do some collaboration. We'll see. The other option is also a literacy-based program in Nairobi, and that is Joy in the bottom left. This is the host dinner, and I signed up for the signature event as well. This is the one I was probably looking the most forward to. You get randomly matched with whoever. I got randomly matched and sent to a Rotary Club in Airdrie, which is about 30 minutes north of Calgary. And this was actually their Rotary meeting. They had it at a facility that one of their members manages, great food. They provided us with opportunities to take a picture with the Royal Canadian Mounted Policeman. But more importantly, this group of women at the table was fantastic. There's Renee, who's district governor-elect, and she is from Michigan. Jean is from Vermont. She served now as a multiple-term president. Then there's Mary and Janine, and they're from Wisconsin. Mary has been a Rotarian for 37 years. And then on the end, and in the top picture, is Donna. Donna was our host, and it was a fantastic table. Liz kept asking me, are you going to Taipei? Are you going to Taipei? I'm like, no, I'm not going to Taipei. And I walked in the morning after the host dinner, and I was like, I gotta go sign up for Taipei. It was amazing, just to meet the people and hear their stories and their why of Rotary, sealed why it is so important to me that I'm a Rotarian. That was the Tuesday morning general session. We heard a lot about polio. The guy in the lower left is a polio survivor, does a lot of global polio work on behalf of Rotary. He is a Rotarian. The bottom right is recognition of the goal that the Rotary International Foundation set of raising $2.02 billion by the year 2022, and we're a little bit over $2 billion. That was their announcement. So, interesting session there. This is the crew, mostly. There are a few people that are not in that photo. My favorite photo is actually the bottom left, the chaos of trying to be herded into a photo by Liz Barfield, which was awesome. She made us get in the photo and behave. So there we are, legitimately almost there. And I just like this picture. Together we see a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change across the globe, in our communities, and in ourselves. And I think that that's a Rotary, obviously a mission statement, but it's perfect. Ferris wheel on site, and for our convention, they had covered the, whatever normal image is there with our Rotary International seal. This is Rotary Park in Calgary. It's overlooking the city across the Bow River, and I walked up there one morning, beautiful. They had done a great job of creating the park, maintaining the park, and the view was absolutely gorgeous. Parting shots. So, proof, I did go to sessions, proof I did learn things. That was the view of the Calgary Tower from my hotel window. We did learn a lot from Rotary International, some suggestions for, how to improve our club. And one of my favorite sayings, let's be the change we wish to see in the world, is featured. And then in the middle is a card case. And I don't know that you can read, but at the host dinner, at the end of it, I was just talking to somebody, and he introduced himself, and he asked about former Rotary International President Ron Burton, how he was doing. And I was like, oh yeah, he's a member of our club, he's doing great. And he pulled out this card case that he was given in 2013 as one of the governors when Ron was president. So it was very cool, just as a full circle wraparound moment. And I believe, Ron, do you have something to say? Yes, yes.
When Liz sent me a text with a picture of that card holder, I can assure you it really warmed my heart. This was one of my governors, I think he was from Australia. And it's really nice to be remembered this many years after our year together. But one of the things that I did, in 2008, when I was at the International Assembly, an incoming governor from Brazil gave me this card holder. Now, over the years, I've been given every card holder that's ever been made. I can't tell you how many silver ones I got, which are really nice and totally impractical. And I gave them all away. If I had some more, they'd be here today and you could take them. But this is the neatest card holder I've ever seen. As I said, this one is from 2008. And I texted back to Liz and said, I recognize the card holder, obviously. And I said, I have a few left. It was a promotion piece. Because of this, I wanted to give all of my governors one of these. On the front, it has my theme and that sort of thing. I think my name's on there as well. On the back is the promotion for the Sydney Convention, which was my convention in 2014. I brought some today. I may not have enough for everyone, but if you would like to have one, I would love for you to take it. I think once you get used to using it, whatever you're using, you'll probably toss. And I hope you enjoy yours as much as I've enjoyed mine. Thank you, Liz.
Okay, and as has already been revealed, the theme for this year is Unite for Good. So I'm gonna share a few thoughts with you about all that. But I first want to say it is my absolute honor to stand here in front of all you all as your 25-26 president. I'm so excited for this year, and I'm ready to get it started. But before I jump into my thoughts, I want to acknowledge a few special guests. Some of you know that I started my journey in Rotary, in Student Rotary. I was just a mere child, that was a while ago, in my 20s. And it was at the suggestion of a friend that I attended my first meeting. And it didn't take me long to get hooked. I loved the camaraderie of the club, and I actually looked forward to the 7 a.m. meetings. I know that's hard to believe, but yes, 7 a.m. meetings, and trash pickup on 12th Avenue Southeast. I mean, who knew what disgusting things you could find on the side of the road? But we always followed that up with breakfast, and it was a great chance to get to know each other a little better. There were many people who influenced me in my young adult formative years, and among those are Bob and Ellen Essery, and I asked them to be here today. I will never think of Rotary without thinking of you two. A lot of good memories there, and I really appreciate your support of me as a young 20-some-odd-year-old who did not know what she was doing. So, Other cheerleaders, Bill Cotton, you've been amazing in my life, and I appreciate you so much. There are other names I could give you, Joe Gill, Liz Miller, Ed Copeland. I know you'll all recognize those names. But we don't get to where we're going to unless we have somebody who champions us and believes in us. And that's what these Rotarians did for me. So I'm very grateful. And to my family and friends, Richard, my husband, thank you for being here. Our daughters couldn't be here. They're working. Yay for adulting. My stepdad and fellow Rotarian, John Earnhardt and his wife Diana, and they came here. John actually missed his Rotary meeting yesterday to drive here to be with me today. So thank you all for making the trip from Overland, Missouri. Robin and Millie. I don't know what a girl's gonna do without two best friends. So thank you all for being here. I love you all. I'm gonna get through this, but very quickly. To Liz, number one. We didn't really know each other very well when we started this journey together, and I feel like we're ending this year as good close friends. And I'm so impressed by what you've been accomplished in this club over the last year. And more importantly, I'm really grateful for your friendship that we've developed over the past year. See what Rotary can do for you and creating friendships. I know I have big shoes to fill, and I want to continue the momentum that you've created. And I cannot say more, or I'm not going to make it through the rest of this. To my fellow Rotarians, being your president is a big job, an even greater honor. I promise you I will do my absolute best to lead our club with enthusiasm, integrity, and mindfulness. And with the board's support, I plan to try some new things this year. That makes me nervous, but change can be hard, but it can also be great. And I'm looking forward to see what this year brings. Please bear with me as we learn together. I may not always get it right, but I promise you I will have given it my best effort. I represent you, so I encourage you to come to me with ideas, thoughts, and especially if you have concerns. I will listen to you, and together we will make this Rotary Club the best it can be. At the convention, I heard a lot about hope and impact, but what does that mean for our club? Hope is what gives us the empathy needed to act and to impact. We take action to make an impact. So think about this. As Rotarians, we are members of the most impactful service organization in the world. That's pretty incredible to think about, right? Like, we, as a global force, have almost eradicated polio, along with our partners. But while Rotary is a global force, it starts right here with us at our club level. So what impact do we want to have? I think we're doing a great job. I think we can always do more. Rotary International chose the theme of Unite for Good for 25-26, and I love this theme. I was so excited when it came out. Our world, our country, our state, even here locally, we've seen anything but united at times. But in this room, and among our fellow Rotarians, that is not the case. We leave all that outside this room. As Rotarians, we stand for and promote peace. We have set the standard. I heard it defined like this: peace is a concentrated effort to seek understanding based on mutual respect of differences. And in the words of, I'm going to butcher his name, I'm sorry, Mario Cesar Martin de Camaro, peace is building bridges and not walls. I think we're really good at building bridges. So we work to find common ground in an effort to do good and to make an impact. We don't just give, we invest. We seek opportunities to unite for good, and we act to have an impact. We have as our vision the goal of impacting the changing of lives of those in our community. And we do this by leading with empathy. We want healthier, safer, and more hopeful lives for everyone. We are, new hashtag opportunity, vision in action. So I have a few goals that I want to try to accomplish for the upcoming year. And I'm not going to go into a lot of details in the interest of time. community goals, and then there are goals for us within our club and district. The first community goal is to establish our Rotary Readers Program in Jackson and Madison elementary schools. It's basically what it sounds like. You sign up to read to a classroom, and you show up on a consistent basis at the interval of time that you choose with the classroom. Our principals have asked for this for so long. There's a lack of consistency of caring individuals in their lives, and it makes a difference when we show up for them. In conjunction with that, we are replacing the festival part of Rotary Road Rally with a different type of festival. We've called it Lit Fest, and Stephen Coranda and I have been working with Norman Public Schools head librarian to develop this concept, and we have now set a date, which is exciting. It is March 27th and 28th of 2026. So Norman Public Schools is heavily involved, and very excited about this project. We even have a theme. So our inaugural Lit Fest is Once Upon a Page Where Every Story Begins. This year is chapter 1 of what I hope will be a very long book. I also want to reestablish our Rotary Club at OU. We've got interest in that, and I think that's very exciting to tap into our college and young adult age, and to refocus our Interact Club at Norman North. And we've talked, you probably heard this, to actually establish a companion club. And you might be asking what a companion club is. They are part of our club, but how they schedule their meetings and what their, think of it more as a cause-based club, what their service projects would be, will be determined by the members of that club. Since they are members of our club, they can come to our meetings and we can go to theirs if you want to Rotary meetings a week. So, those are big goals for now. I also have some club goals, and these are just more to strengthen our bonds as our club, to get to know each other a little bit better. I think we have done a very good job of that this year. I think we can just build on that. A dinner for 8 is a concept that I've wanted to do for a while, and it's just what it sounds like. I would love for us to have enough volunteers, well, I want you to choose to participate if so be. And once a month, you get assigned with 2-3 other random couples, and your job is to meet each other for dinner at least once that month. It's that simple. Your plus one can be a spouse, can be a friend, can be someone who's sitting on the fence about joining Rotary, but if we all have to eat dinner, why not do it together at least once a month? It's really hard to get to know each other when you're sitting at a table for 10 minutes once a week, so we can do that. We have great momentum in our club, and I just want to continue to build on that. I would like to see us be consistently over 100 members and have 60% attendance at our meetings. We're close. My big wish list goal, I don't know how many of you are familiar with Rotary International Fellowship Groups. There was a whole section of the House of Friendship dedicated to them. They had fellowship groups for beer, wine, RV travels. Steve Warren, where are you? They have them for rugby, who knew, and bird watching. I, in fact, joined the International Fellowship of Bird Watchers while I was in Canada. Anyway, I'm very excited about that. But it's a way to get to know people better. Again, there's a theme there. I would love for our club to think about establishing fellowship groups, not just within our own club, but to expand that to our other 3 Norman clubs, to Newcastle, to Purcell. I think we can do better getting to know people around us a little bit more. So think about if you have an interest, gardening, photography, bicycling, bird watching, whatever it is. We'll talk more about that in the future, but I'm really excited to see if we can do something with that. I'm excited to see where we go this year, and I hope you all are with me. Liz used the coffee bean analogy during her presidency, and if you know me well, my choice of a symbol is not going to come as any shock. It's butterfly. And that represents to me the butterfly effect. And while initially linked to weather conditions, it's been expanded to mean a lot of different things. So I'd like us to think of it in terms of the butterfly effect of Rotary. And in the book, The Butterfly Effect, How Your Life Matters, written by Andy Andrews, he says, "You have been created that in mind, I'll leave you with this challenge. Let's continue our theme, let our theme of Unite for Good guide you in your interactions with others. Let's be the change makers and the peace builders. How will each of us contribute to the butterfly effect of Rotary? Let's harness the magic of Rotary and unite for good this next year. Thank you so much.
We wanted to give you a gift for your incoming presidency, and just as beautiful as you are.
If my stuff is there, you will not see my face, so I'm just gonna hold it for a little bit. Thank you all for being here, thank you to my guests. We're sorry we didn't get to introduce everybody, but I'm really glad you're here. I hope you come back. I hope you join me in making this one of our best years yet. And with that,